Minister, we have a serious problem within our meat plants, which should come as no surprise because this is a global problem that has sadly been replicated here in Ireland, and our response to this can at best be described as lethargic. We are now looking at clusters of infection surrounding meat plants where the levels of infection within the plants themselves is up on 1/3 or in some instances half of the workforce. This seriously brings into question the COVID protection measures implemented in these plants. And yet, despite this, the Minister for Agriculture assured me here in the Dáil just 2 weeks ago that he was satisfied from the feedback from his officials in the meat plants that everything was being done to minimise the spread of this infection. Regarding the 6 clusters that have been identified in terms of COVID-19 outbreaks within the meat industry, can I ask you, Minister, have any concerns been brought to the attention of your department by your officials in those plants or by the veterinary officers paid by the Department of Agriculture in those plants regarding the operation of those plants and whether there is the social distancing that should apply in those operations?
My evidence from my own Chief Veterinary Officer and staff in the department is that at these individual plants everything is being done by management in conjunction with my own department and the HSE to deal with these issues.
Minister, the Health and Safety Authority, as you have rightly said, is advising and inspecting businesses on physical distancing. Can I ask you specifically, Minister, what advice was given to companies such as meat processing facilities? Because I'm told, and this Dáil has been told, that there is now a significant problem in a number of these meat plants across the country. And the third
Thank you, Deputy. Just to say that there are the NSAI have guidelines on how companies should operate. And they're there and they're available, and companies should be adhering to them. There's no doubt about that. So, as I said there previously, if there's issues and concerns, contact the HSA. We are developing a much more detailed set of guidelines to cover a lot more issues that are going to arise, and we will publish them as soon as we can. But the guidelines are there currently for the manufacturing process and processing plants that you're referring to. So the NSAI guidelines are there, and I would urge companies to get a copy of those and make sure that they're complying with them, because none of us want to see people going into plants where they're not protected and they're not safe, because that's only adding to the spread of this virus. So we don't want to see that happening. So they are there, and if the worries, go to the HSA and they'll go down and visit any of those, and the employees can call the HSA and explain to them they're not happy, and they can come down and see exactly what's happening. And as I said to you, it's in everybody's benefit that they work together and put the right protections in place.